So what if everything you thought you knew was actually wrong? You don't think it's a possibility? You don't think it's a possibility? Do you know your kitchen is the way it is because of what your mother taught you? You go for a wedding ceremony, right? And they give takeaway, cooler. Do you collect it? Huh? But you realize that what you are collecting will create more problem at home because you already have enough at home that is occupying space. Why do you keep collecting? When I was getting married, my mother gave me 200 plates. 200. But guess what? I realized that those plates were older than me. They were generational plates. My grandmother never used them, passed them to my mother. My mother has passed them to me. If I'm not careful, I'll pass it to my children. So I told my wife, we'll use everything. But that's the way we have lived our life because of what our parents taught. And that's why, for us to create a new Nigeria, we need to become better people. You need to become a brand new person. So what if everything you thought you knew was wrong? What if the clothes you are wearing, the way you're wearing, what if it's wrong? It's a possibility. Because every day right now, I see a lot of things I do wrongly, and it's tough to get out of the old me. Very tough. But I've made up my mind, I'm going to do it. Very tough to be that kind of man that gives your ATM to your wife, gives your token to your wife, and everything. I mean, very tough to make money and have to report to her. Very tough. Are we together? I mean, some men are... You need to change today, right? Because if you can't trust your wife with your money, does it make sense that you can trust her with your body? You can trust your wife with your body, but you are keeping your ATM from her. Which one is easier? It's easy to kill you. You know some men, when you wake up, when you sleep up beside your wife and you wake up, you should go and give testimony. Because it's an assumption to think that she can't dagger you while you are sleeping. Because many of us have been very wicked to our wives. It's an assumption. So you just wake up and you should go and do test and say, God, I thank you that I've woken up again today. Because she could have just daggered you. Follow carefully. How do you spell crisis in Nigeria? See all kinds of things in our nation. But we have all seen crisis in this nation. I don't need to beat about the bush. But who do we blame for this crisis? And that's why the goal of this family meeting is for you not to ask anybody what church do you go to. I hate that question. Someone is meeting you. Are you a Christian or Muslim? You say, yes, I'm a Christian. You say, what church do you go to? You mention, who is your pastor? What does that have to do with the content of my character? As a matter of fact, God did not create a Muslim or a Christian. God created human being in his image. Until you begin to see every human being you meet as a human, first, as a human being, you are damaged. Because you realize that children, when they play, I have children. Children don't ask, are you a Muslim? Are you a Christian? And they enjoy their life. Absolute peace, tranquility. They play with them. Even when they fight, they still make up without any malice. But the moment you introduce religion, the moment you introduce political affiliation, race, problem begins to come. How come religion has created more problem than it has solved? Think about it. That's why I don't want to see Bridget as Bridget who goes to Daystar. I want to see Bridget Election, a human being, my sister. That's why we're not going to be promoting religion. We're not going to be promoting culture. We're not going to be promoting party affiliation here. All we want to promote, we are Nigerians, first of all. Let's love ourselves. Must Deji be a member of my church before I can help him? Must he be? And we fool ourselves. We fool ourselves too much. We think, oh, we are superior to some people. Yet, they create jobs and they employ us. And we collect salary from their employment. What's wrong with us? Even what we are doing there, we are not delivering it properly. So they sack us. And we still run around to God. At the root of every corrupt society is a corrupt family system. Oh, I've cried about Nigeria. I go to my study most times. My wife doesn't know. I cry. Because we are all in trouble. Everything is compromised. Including what you are buying in the market. I was trying to buy organic fruits. I couldn't get. Organic. I couldn't get. Because they have over-fertilized what they are selling to us. Fish, you can't buy. When we first got married, my wife was a banker. I was an entrepreneur. I was the one who was going to the market to go and buy and shop, and all the mama who were selling pepper, they knew me. It was in the market that I discovered that there is fake Titus. I was shocked. You know, I went with my plain mind. Fish is fish. I knew Titus. So I bought. I thought, when I got to, my wife told me it was fake. So when I got to the market the following day, I asked, I wanted to buy that. I said, is this fair? I said, your guy, is the original you want? It's a bit more expensive. So they brought out the original. Can you see that? Was it Good Lord Jonathan that's causing that one? No. You go to drugstore. People sell fake drugs to you. And we kill ourselves because of profit maximization. You go to the hospital. Nigeria, I have treated typhoid and malaria more than anything in my lifetime. The doctor doesn't know what is wrong with you. With conscience, he should say, I'm sorry. I don't know what is wrong. Can I refer you to someone else? But because he wants you to pay, he will load you with antibiotics. No conscience. But where did they come out from? Family. So every politician that is looting has been looting from his family. Everyone rigging election has been rigging election from the family. And I'll prove it to you. You are a father who loves to drink beer. And you get drunk and you get home. And your wife comes to meet you and says, sweetheart, I love you. Please stop drinking. And you say, all men do it. Shut up. Then you have 3 children, 2 daughters and 1 son. And 3 of them at different times say, Daddy, we don't like the fact that you come home and you are drunk to stupor. Daddy, please stop it. And you say, shut up, children, you don't know anything. Has there not been an election in that family? How many people voted? 5. 5, right? Plus you. How many people voted for drinking? 1. How many people voted against drinking? 4. But guess what? Who won? 1. That was an election rigged already in the family. So when you see at the National Governors Forum, where 16 becomes bigger than 32, it started from the family. Most likely, some of you have rigged the election this morning already. No man is created to be greater than the family institution. Once you become greater than your family, what you have is a beast. That is why governors are great.